What is up, guys? You might have noticed, if you ever have any lights flickering for no reason, a lot of times it can be the door switch. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera, but I'm wiggling this switch here and you can see my lights are sort of going in and out. That's no good, so we're just going to repair this switch here. There's really nothing to it. You can actually do it with the battery power on. All you do is you pull this straight out of the car. Now if you have a particularly rusty car, you might have to be kind of, wiggling at it a bit and prying it with a screwdriver slightly, but there's nothing to it. You have these springs to hold it in place just with some friction. You need to pull it straight out. And this connector on the back here, let's see if I can do it one-handed. It just pulls straight out as well. This is a grounding type switch, so if this wire shorts out, all it's going to do is turn on the light normally, because that's how it works normally. Yeah, I would have been done in half a second if I had my other hand here. There we go. And we're just going to carefully leave that wire there and not close the door on it. Servicing these switches is very easy. First of all, if the switch works and all you want to do is polish it, you can take your steel wool and just have your finger right above the button and press the button down and just rotate it around to polish it like this. You're not going to damage the plastic or the switch doing that. That'll polish up very nice. This is actually a 70-year-old switch, even though it doesn't look like it. It polished up very well. But this one we are having some problems with. So all we do is we take our needle nose pliers and pry these away here. Once this last one comes off, you can reach into the switch and start polishing the contacts. So there's really nothing to it. You have a spring and you have this ring contact and the point contact. So we can push the button in and lift out the ring contact. All that's going on in here is that has contacts on the side, and then you have this stationary one here where this contacts the ring when the button's all the way out, and these contact the side. So all we're going to do is clean all this up with steel wool, especially this, and then lubricate it. There we go, just a light coat of lubricant on that. It's probably not a point to lubricate this because it's contacts so intermittently. So we'll just reassemble the switch and we can pop it back into the car and test it here. Is this keyed? I don't think so. Why is it not? There we go. There was something weird there. Stick that in. Of course, you want to make sure there's enough springiness in those contacts that they touch the sides properly. But not too much where the spring force is not sufficient. Stick this back in here. And we'll just bend over our contact slightly. All right, so now we got the switch installed. One thing to double check is do you have enough tension on the connector itself? If not, you can kind of tweak that down a little bit. Also, for bending those tangs over, what I like to do is I'll kind of just rock. Once I have them over slightly, I'll rock the thing against a table, because trying to get them all the way over with pliers is it doesn't work very well. You kind of have to have that direct pressure, like a 45-degree angle. Anyway, once this is back on here, you can kind of break it in slightly and get rid of some of the excess grease by just spinning this in a circle and also pushing it in slightly and spinning it. You don't need to push it in farther than making the light go out, but in this sort of range here. And that'll break in the switch. So now we can see that when we wiggle it around, there's essentially no flickering or anything like that at all. And basically just got better performance out of it. The other thing is that if you have one of these that is completely toast, you can get a new one from a dealer of 1955 Cadillac parts. The reason why is because these are something that Packard just bought from GM. I don't know the exact GM, makes and models and years that this was used on, but I do know for a fact 55 Cadillac had them. For instance. So, GM mid-50s door switch. If you want to, you can just buy a new reproduction one of those. But, I like repairing the original stuff where I can. And for this one, I mean, even the video is only 5 minutes long. This is a very quick and easy repair. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have a question, put it in the comments below. I read all my comments, If you like this, please be sure to leave a like, favorite, subscribe for more videos like this. That being said, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.